Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Neil House. We're here in update 4 and our colony is growing slowly. And what we're going to do today is, well, power is using diesel and all of my way too many vehicles are busy and they're also using diesel. So everything is using diesel. That means we are not going to make diesel. No, what we're going to do is we are going to replace the power so that we get better power, and we are also, so in order for us to get better power, then, where the hell are we? Definitely not here. There we go. Research 1. So we want to get there, power management, and after power management, let's get settlement power, and then we can afterwards go into pipes because we also need that. What else do we want? The tempting thing is diesel. Actually get the maintenance depot is super important. Might actually be the most important thing. And then I guess after that, storage is also nice. And I also really like the weapons. There you go. That's definitely enough things, but it doesn't work because these ones don't, they need to be upgraded. But if I'm going to upgrade them, I might as well bring them somewhere useful. And that is a place that I've prepared here, which is going to be a little bit silly. This one is going to make the lab equipment, and I will then have it so that this one will be the next lab equipment, and then I'll just put another box here. So we're going to leave a little bit of room for additional. Let's see, that would be here. Research, no, we have to go in and take research lab 1. And it needs to go in. So let's build it here and here. And I don't feel that I need more than 2. Another thing that I don't really feel I need is a buffer. Oh, actually I do feel that I need a buffer immediately because these ones require actually to build them 12 of that. So let's get this working so that we can actually have these 12 in here, and this will also be like that. And only once this one's accumulated 24 inside can we actually get these 2 done. And the recycling doesn't work until we actually get recycling. I am continuing to create more vehicles, and the reason why is because I love terraforming. That's my the long and short of it. I just keep wanting to dig this out, and then I want to start new digging projects all the time. We have a lot of area here that we need to fill up. The thing is, this thing is quite essential. This mind control tower is linking to this, but what they were doing was that the closest location to this, is it actually still happening? No, it isn't. The closest location to this would actually be going to the copper, then it would be filtered, then it would go out here as rock or as dirt, and then that would be brought all the way back here. So basically it was just looping back and forth way too much. So by adding this one, that means and linking a export route here. Now this is going in here, and this is exclusively working on the stone. Everything will be better once we punch through this this hill and get a better access. Now they start working on the other side. And anyway, that is excellent. So we can't really do much before we get these constructed. So let's just wait for this. Oh, well, it's already here. Perfect. And we get some free research from finding an oil rig. That's really nice. And we also get advanced research, another 80. So we get all the ingredients we want. That means we can get these 2. And now I can hook it up. Get them going here. Oh, we don't have enough people. That means we can just go over here and buy some more people. Don't like the connotation of buying more people, but it's what we do. We recruit. And let's also get a little bit bigger city here. I think... Did I do that? No. We are going to also make them do salad here. So, there. So then they'll have 2 different things, and I really don't like having you here, so I think I need the waste collection to be down here, which obviously means I'm gonna build you, and then I'm gonna be emptying you. Vegetables, there you go, which then jumps over there. Perfect. No, this one will just be deleted. Okay, cool. Okay, so we lost the vegetables due to lack of water. If only we had like an option for making this better. Let's do that. There. And I'm gonna upgrade the other one as well. There. And that means we can now get water in. That means I need to get the water from here. And I'm already building additional rainwater collection because I think that's necessary. So what we're going to do now is we are going to drag this, kicking and screaming, all the way over here. And I'm actually going to drag it like this, so that they will be forced to use a road or a bridge across this road. Because I want to get them to think about this as a road. Yes, there we go. And there. And this one, it's not going to bring too much, and then we'll just bring it back to the back of the line here. We can now start designing the work on the power plant. So we can see the power it's not much, and it's using half of it. We can also see, unfortunately, that we're not really getting any good progress here. Let me see. There is something. Ah, I knew it. I knew there was something here. Yes. Okay. So you're actually not getting electronics in. So that's kind of important. Let's get electronics in here so we can get these working, because we do need to get a good steady supply of this before we get we can actually build the power plant. This is struggling. Why? It really shouldn't, because this is consuming 6, this is consuming 6, and this is producing 12. So as long as it can keep up, then it should be fine. I want the power plant out here, but let's use this as a good design space. Let's have a look. So what we want to do is we want to use a boiler, and we want to get the boiler is producing 48 steam. We want to go in here. I want that to be flipped like that. And if we have 2 of these, they will be each consuming 24, and they will eject 24 of the low pressure steam, which unfortunately at this point isn't really useful. And then we need 4 of these, because each of these produce 6 mechanical power, and 6, that's 12 mechanical power, and each of these consume 3. And then we have these mysterious flywheels that are some kind of battery. There will be auto balance here, auto balance, and then hopefully that will work. Like that, that's the extent that I can say this to. I wish I could be more succinct on how this works, but it's kind of a battery, and it kind of works as a battery. Okay, and this one, go over. No, it has to stay up and then go down, because otherwise this won't be able to attach. And then unfortunately we can't use anything the low steam yet, so we're gonna just have to vent it. Luckily it doesn't cause pollution there. And then we get mechanical power and all of this in. So this is one part, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip it like that and build another one next to it. We'll build a little box here. This one is 60 outbound, so we can do this, and then we can get rid of all of it. Now we need something inbound here, and I am going to put a box, a local box here. Oh, that would actually be nice to do this. No, I want to build the boxes here and here. Yes. So that's at level 1. There. And this is good ground level. And this of course will be coal. And this of course will be water. And that is basically the design. It's very simple. It'll give us these is going to give us 2 electrical power for each 3. So it's 8. That's 16 electrical power. Nice. And I just stamp it in. I want to get it close to the coal deposits over here, but I also want to make sure that we can build multiple of these. So this seems like an excellent location, and then we can just build more if we feel like it, but we'll get better upgrades. Now I don't want to build all of it at once, because we definitely don't need all of this. So what I do need is we also need a groundwater pump. The closest groundwater we have is over here, so we're going to need to get that over. But we also have this one, which I also think is valuable. So we're going to be dragging this water over here and then combining it with the groundwater, so that we're going to use this water first and then getting it in to this one. And we want a local buffer for each of these. Let's start building it. These pipes, we really want them to be updated, but that is only after this one, because we need more power, more water through this than we can actually get. These ones can only transport 60, but which is enough for the first one, so we could actually make it. So let's start getting all of this done here. And in this location here, we are going to prioritize the input from the overlays here, or the, I don't know, what do we call it? Rainwater harvesters. Yes, rainwater harvesters should be the first priority. It should fill up this one, and this one's also filling up. So what I want to do now is I want to set warnings on this, and this one, if it's less than 25, throw me a warning, because it shouldn't be. And the same with this one, if it's less than 25, because that would be our power. Obviously, this one's going to complain now, but it will soon stop complaining. There we go. No supply power. You should stop complaining now. Yes? Yeah. Good. And then we just need the last bits here. Not much remaining. Once this is done, then everything should be ready, and we get massive power improvement. Here's an interesting thing. This one has priority 6, which means it will work before this one, which has priority 11. So this will be, the diesel generators will work as diesel generators should, as backup power. And we finally got our boiler ready. The boiler is now working full swing, and it'll take a little bit of time for these ones to actually get up here. And here's some of the accumulated energy inertia. This is for spinning these up, but they're spinning now. Okay, so they're spinning, I guess. Anyway, we have power now, and we can collect that reward. I did not see. We also have my favorite reward, favorite notification. That is lack of maintenance. Lack of maintenance is because it is it's just not getting enough mechanical parts. So I have to upscale this one to more mechanical parts. And oops, we can also see that now we're running out of population. So let's also get that. Not enough maintenance. Yes, I am well aware. I can hook up this one, but it doesn't really matter if this is not getting anything. So what we need to do is we need to get this going a lot. Things are looking a little bit better. We are getting more maintenance that's restored. Power is established, and it is using from the rainwater first. Great. We might be considering we need to get more food here. Let's have a look at this one. This is pipes, and then after pipes it goes into maintenance, which is very important. So after we get pipes, we get maintenance, then we get the cargo depot, and then we can get some ship armor and weapons if we want to. But there's also more things that I want to do. This one here, we are going to need a lot of concrete, and this is not a great concrete build. This is 18 to 12, but if we do like a more advanced build, there should be a more advanced build somewhere. I really prefer it like this. So if we do it with a rotary kiln, there's also another thing, and that is, I think we actually have some of this cement somewhere, because, well, we do. Oh, let me get distracted first. Iron scrap is not being used because I'm not actually getting it in here. So I thought I should actually make one here that is in charge of getting iron scrap in, and just get it the full damn thing in here. Then I can put it on a... I can sneak it down here. There we go. And that will be a U-shaped sorter, like that. That is definitely not what I wanted. And U-shaped balancer. There. And this goes in like this. And then I prioritize the sit bound. That should get done. And that means we are now going... Let's shift these up so that we... If we have two options, we want to do the iron scrap first. So we can now get the iron scrap in here because we really should be just using iron scrap. That's less mining, that's less junk that we need to deal with. So that's good. And we can then go to one of, if not the last, no, we also have a few down here that we can go with. So we just keep exploring as much as we can. Now, as I was saying, over here, this one is 9 into 3. And then if we go to concrete mixer like that, then that will go. There's a lot of different recipes, but they're all like 1.5 into 12. So two of these gives us 24. That means if 9 gives us 24, while here it is 18 gives us 12. So it's 4 times as effective. We really don't want to use this one. So let's work on this one instead. Now, the thing is, we're going to need crushers. And I have come up with a... Probably other people have come up with it as well. But hey, I've also come up with it. A nice way of doing this. So, this is going to start by crushing rocks into gravel. That gets 24 rocks into 24 gravel. And that means this recipe will use the rocks and the manufactured sand there. And that means I can take 2 of these. So this matches 3 outbound cement, and that gets 1.5, 1.5, so that's the 3 cement. Now this one's going to use 18 gravel plus 6 manufactured sand. 18 gravel and 6 manufactured sand is 24 raw materials, so this one is here. The only problem is that it's actually consuming 8, but it only needs 6. So that means it'll be consuming 8, producing 8, until the belt stop is full, and then once it's full, it'll only consume 6 because that's the rate it's being consumed at, which means that this one will be at balance. Sweet. We are going to get a U-shaped lift here. Get that up, and that means this one will also go by with more battle. Then I need you to go straight in. How much space do I need? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the right distance. There. No. One more space. Oops. Right, like this. Why? Because then I can get this up to level 1. Go over here. And then it can go down again. Here. And then down again. That means this here. 1, 2. No, 1, 2. Go up. And then it can go. Ah, right. That's another part. Well, I could just make this one further back. No, I need to be here. Okay. So that needs to go further over anyway. So, we give it a little bit more space. 1, 2 additional spaces, I think. And let's see. You and... Why did that not connect? There it's connecting, and R to connect. Yes. Good. Whew. Oh, and there's also a difference because different types of belts. Okay. Now I get it. Here, and from the top, I need to use the R to get up here, and then over and press R again. There. So now I have actually a robust build that doesn't use too much of any, too many of these ones because they're a little bit more expensive. This should be a little bit cheaper. So the advantage of this build is that it can be pretty simple build here. We can have a flat conveyor. No, yeah, these are all U-shaped conveyors. So they can be like this. And then I can have one up. And then I can have one up again. And this will go directly in. I think I can do this without using the... There. Right. Okay, so I can go from here directly in. I can go from this one directly in. And this one go one up. There we go. And that would then be a module that I can then cut off here. And then I can cut it off, I think, from here. And that should make it a repeatable module. Of course, we still need the water out, but yeah, that's easy. So this is a repeatable module built at ratio, and I would then be able to just stamp it down next to itself if I want more. I think that's pretty neat. That took a little bit of time to get that done, but we would need to make it... this is already coming in, and we can actually see that this rock here could also go straight in here. We're going to need more rock coming into to this one, but it would replace this build. So let's kill this one here and just not have anything coming in there. So we now got the maintenance depot completed, which is something I really want. It costs a little bit of money or a little bit of construction materials. I'll take it. The reason why I want to do it is because it goes from 12 plus 6. No, 12 plus 6 into 220 to double into more than double. So we actually get more. Plus it produces a hell of a lot faster. And they also look nicer. Looking nicer, not important. But why is there an input on this side as well? Okay, that's just confusing. Okay, but that's... good. What we're doing now is I want this concrete to be built in here, because if I was looking at it, I could actually see that this is not flat ground. So I want to go in here where there's some flat ground, also close to the water and close to, yeah, various things. So I really want to build it here. So we're just gonna have to get the forest cleared a little bit first. Okay, so two things has happened. We have cleared enough trees, and we've basically run out of concrete because we're using quite a lot of concrete. So we need to get this done ASAP. So let's get that done ASAP. Let me build this beautiful thing here. Okay, let me not do that until these ones disappear, because that's kind of impractical. I really want that one done. Come on, get rid of go out of it. Go out of this area. I don't want you standing right underneath my... There. Good. So we're going to build this. And if we look at it, then the bottom one will be coal and limestone. The limestone is easy to get in, so we get that from here. That's just going to be on the bottom level. Oops. There. Then I am going to get the coal coming in. We already have one for coal. That one. Technically, it's not really great. And that will be put on level 2. So I'm going to build it like this. So I can... This one will get some inbound. There. And that will go up to level 1. Yes. And then I'll get another one, which will be the rocks. Or the rocks. We'll just get all of it, because we need all the rocks we can get here. Why? Okay, we just do this. I think it's because it has to be certain distance away from... So it doesn't actually look good. No, doesn't look good. Okay, so we're ready to build it. I'm just gonna see if I can force build the whole thing. Not really. Oh, we actually ran out of Unity. That's rare. But okay, we ran out of Unity. That's that's the thing. So, pause on... With all of this got built, actually. So it's pretty nice, except for this one. Not enough Unity, but we'll get there pretty quickly. So, we're getting coal inbound. We are getting... This one is... we're getting... Hopefully, we're getting some rock inbound. from various sources, but at least from this source here, this one should be getting some. I can also take one of these and, oh, okay, they're already been sort of taken out. Okay, so this should work in a while, but the main problem is actually getting the rock inbound. So we finally made it work. It was a little bit of a hassle. So what this is digging a lot of stone, which is a rock. This is perfect. But as long as this was the area included this dumping ground, then they preferred to just dump it. So now I have excluded the dumping ground. I have removed the forced export route into this. And that means they can use this, but they don't have to. And that means that now we see, as we can see here, a lot of the rock is now going into this location. Plus also a little bit from here, but it's mainly coming in here. Look at that. It's coming in. And then the next question is, why is it not working then? This one. Waiting for product. Okay. Oh, this is not connected. There we go. So it didn't work because that one had to be a connector. So I think I built this first, and I should have built the opposite line first. Whatever. It works now. So now that design is complete, we've also delivered to the cargo ship out here. So we reclaim that. We can also, if we feel we have enough money, we could actually start claiming this one and then go home. We still have some locations out here, or one more location out here to explore. So we now have one cargo ship available. And, are you working? I'd like to see something coming out. There we go. Now it's coming out. And that should get us. We just need a little bit more. That goes in here. Yay, it works. Sweet. And we now get, these ones are now producing 12 plus 12, which is fine and all, but let's use this opportunity to actually fix this blueprint. So now the question is for me to you. It's funny how that doesn't work. There we go. Do you guys want a blueprint like this? If so, I mean, I think it's nice. I think also the power plant is also nice. So let me know if blueprints like these are something you would be interested in getting. Then I'll compile those and make them available to patrons supporters as usual. But there kind of has to be like a desire for it. And there. So we just built the next one. I don't think, well, I don't have Unity for it, so we'll just build it the old-fashioned way. And look at this beautiful thing. We actually just completed this now. Woohoo! That is a massive thing. There are two things that I want to do. One is going to claim the next oil, because at some point this will run out. This is a good amount of oil right now. The other one is starting to level this one, because this would be... I really just need to make, or want to make a big ramp. Obviously we want the road here, but I actually just want to cut it off. Let's just show what I want to do here. I'll do a leveling, and I'll basically just say this area here needs to be leveled, and it actually needs to be leveled all the way out here. Then, and let's also level it out here. Then at this point, we can take this out. I'm going to level and then level it. No. Downwards. Like this. Really probably shouldn't be doing this just now. And then this is leveling, and so that will be like level 5. And then let's continue on this one until it reaches level 5. And that looks... So as long as there's no red line between these two, that means it's actually correct. And I want to get this over here. And I want... Nope, that was not correct. There. And this one goes up to this location. So that is now going to be my new build area for this. I think I can build it here. And I will then also just delete you, because I don't need you anymore. And they will all go in here. 6. And I will now need to build this area. We'll include that dumping ground up there. Will it include other dumping grounds? Not really. They can still go to this location if they want to. And then other than that, they'll dump in either this or this area, which is good. Great. But the point of this here, and I will probably make some retaining walls. Yay, retaining walls. No. Here, just to kind of encapsulate it, if at all possible. And then we get to this nightmares thing. How to do that. This will also be at least now. And I don't think this could be done here. Yeah, see, this is what always happens. Oh, actually, these were the ones that were incorrectly. There. And I will build those. Because now we have concrete. Well, do we though? Soon we do. Now we have concrete, he said. Oh, here's another thing that I don't want. I don't want to throw dirt in here. So I'm going to do this because I only want the stone. Because the stone or the rock has sort of a steeper incline here. The dirt will sort of be like a massive area and sand as well. So we'll just say only rock can be dumped here. But anything else, yeah, dump it out there. I think that's reasonable. So now we also have a location here. I could enable this, but it will... doesn't it cost... Oh yeah, it costs 80... yeah, we can't afford that. So that's not going to work. Anyway, this is the next big terraforming project. And I want to make sure that they can go around here, up and down, so I don't sort of cut it off. And... oh, we got ship weapons. Nice. And also just do more... I don't know where we want to get remove forest from. We'll just remove all the forest. And we get ship weapons, which means we can go in here for the ship designer. We can actually just see... there's one more location we haven't explored. So let's explore that location. And then we have to go out and get this. What is this? Enemy found battle score view. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this was just the last one. Okay. So battle score 100 for each of these. Oh, 170. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, and 70. That's a weak one. So if we can ship designer, we can go in here, buy guns. And then we definitely also need armor before we can, we want to go out. The main problem with doing terraforming in Capital Industry is that it is so damn compelling. And once you start a project, it just kind of, you just sit there and watch these little ones go and go like, oh, will they take this one next? Will they take that one next? I can't be the only one who just gets mesmerized by this slow and methodical sort of leveling of the terrain. And they seem to be doing sort of random little actions. But yet, it turns out that it's going to be turned into a really nice slope here. I think the terraforming is exceptionally well done. It is this slow thing, which kind of can be frustrating if you want to achieve something and you can't. Like, I just want this one closed off, but it's not going to get closed off anytime soon. So, yeah, this one will eventually get done. I'm also working on putting some armor on my ship. Once that's done, then we can go out and deal with these pirates that we see here and get access to more locations, which will be next episode. Also really focusing on this area here, because this will be our main location for the next build project. And the next build project will be oil, advanced oil, and I think that's going to be a good place. Oh, look at that. That's actually some weird thing. That looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, look at that. There's some weird things going on here. Odd. We'll just include that for a little bit here. There we go. So that becomes part of it, because that looks weird. Anyway, oil it's still there, but 19,000 is what we have left. Once that runs out, before that runs out, we have to build a shipyard out of here and start getting some ships coming back. So that's also going to be an episode, a thing for next episode. I might just let them hash out this one first, because then I can fill up this area a little bit more. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you want to see these kind of blueprints. So, for example, this modular concrete blueprint and the also modular power plant. And we'll definitely also have some cool advanced chemical power or chemical plants next episode. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.